Trip to the sewing basket. How is everyone? Happy New Year. Oh my gosh. I've been so offline. I don't have any music today because I was not prepared. So it's just going to be very nice and chill. You might hear the cats playing with each other, potentially, in the background. Not sure. But I hope you're all doing well. I'm working on another cat beanie. I did a decent amount of it. I mean, it just looks like a rectangle. But I did a decent amount of it last night watching Psych. Great show. And I don't know, I'm enjoying making them. They're very easy. Very easy, but they take a while, so they like distract me for a decent amount of time, you know? Which, I don't know, that's like the perfect mindless project in my mind. I've also started a granny square blanket because I'm really trying to use up some stash this year. Good morning, Amanda. How are you? Welcome on in. Yeah, I have so much of this like mandala ombre yarn that I got in Millens that like if you've watched videos you would have seen. It's the one that the vest was made out of. There's like a colorful one and a black and white one. So I just started making a black and white blanket because I just need to get rid of it. I've had it for so long and I don't know what else to do with it. So decided this year I'm just gonna maybe make a bunch of blankets as mindless projects in between everything else. I don't know. I'm good. Are you working on anything at the moment, Amanda? That looks like a cute, like ripple stitch blanket in your profile picture. I love a ripple stitch blanket. I've never made it an adult sized one though, only baby. Only baby blanket size. I feel like I should have. Look, it's early in the morning here, so I forgot to put music on, and now it feels really quiet. Although the cats are chasing each other, I'm not sure if you can hear that. Oh, a chevron scarf, cool. Also cool. I do have my coffee, but it is unfortunately just an instant coffee today because Kieran is off for his run, and I figured I should wait for him to have like a real coffee. Can you hear that? Can you hear the cats? That's a hugs and kisses baby blanket in my pic. Oh, is that the pattern name? I have never heard of it, but from the very small version of it I have on my screen, it looks very cute. Oh my goodness, these two. I don't know if it's both of them or if it's just Bango running around, but they are really enjoying the early morning. It is 8:30, like it's not super, super early to be fair, but early enough, early enough. Early enough that I feel like, oh, I'm not going to answer that. Pattern from the Crochet Crowd. Oh, I've not heard of them. So many crochet pattern designers out there. So many I haven't heard of. I feel like I'm getting to the end of this hat. I have a green one to make next. It's a nice green, I think. This one's like very much towards the end. We're getting there. I also, oh my gosh, I got like, hi Carla. I got this far into making another one of my new pattern, or my like upcoming pattern, and I don't have the right size eyes. So this little cat has no eyes, no head, no embroidery on his face because I need the eyes to arrive. So upsetting because I want to be able to like finish it and take photos of it before I put the pattern tester call out so that I've made some in blanket yarn, but that's the first one I've made in like a chenille, like a smaller chenille plush yarn. And I want to have them both in the photo. How are you, Carla? Are you working on anything today or tonight, depending on what time it is for you? What did everyone get up to today or is getting up to today? I have actually no plans today. I start a new job tomorrow, so a portion of my day will be panicking. No, not panicking, but I feel like I need to mentally prepare for a new job, you know? And these holidays felt like they went so quickly. Even though it's been like 2 weeks, I feel like it went so fast. I feel like there was so much I wanted to do that I didn't get done. I feel like that's always the way. But I also think once I get out of routine, it's like hard to motivate myself to do stuff. Whereas when I'm in a routine and I know that a bunch of my day is taken up by work, I'm like more motivated to do other things in the other time. Does that make sense? Anyway, it's feeling like a Sunday. All that to say. My cat is scratching the chair, which she never used to do before we got a second cat. They're very cheeky together. Very, very cheeky. I'm on holidays and feel the same about routine. Yeah, it feels like that, doesn't it? It's so funny. I like never usually, so usually I do my lives at like kind of evening time for Australia. And I feel like I never get all of these random messages that are now popping up in the chat and I'm having to time people out for or like remove people for. But like, I don't know. Are all of these people not Australian? Oh my God, my cat. I don't know if you can hear them like attacking each other. Oh dear. They're misbehaving. The fur children are misbehaving. When are you back at work? Are you like away on holiday, Amanda, or just like having a break from work? We didn't go away anywhere this holidays. Just I feel like the Christmas holidays are the nicest for just being able to not do a lot at home and still spend time in your house. I think this might be big enough. It's definitely big enough for my head, but I do have a slightly small head. That'll do. I think we can finish this one, then we can start another one. School holidays, so just at home. Oh, very good. Love that for you. All right, I need to slip stitch this closed now. But I'm gonna make sure I'm doing it in the right spot. You work in a school. Oh man, to have school holidays would be so good, but I know I have teacher friends and I know that the holidays are not always like fully holidays. The break would be so good. One of my friends is a teacher librarian, and that feels like the best of both worlds. Like, get the long holidays, but don't have to do the lesson plans. Ideal. Also, being a teacher librarian just sounds awesome. Like a school librarian would be so good. I finished my first book of the year. It was a Christmas book, but it's still Christmas holidays in my mind, so I think it counts. Like, obviously it counts, but I think it's fine to read a Christmas book in January. Oh, I did that in the wrong spot, didn't I? All right. I'm an admin, so my holidays are holidays, no planning. That is so good. So good. What is school admin like? I imagine it gets pretty hectic. I feel like anything with kids would get hectic. It'll be so nice to finish this, man. I started some trackers for like my yarn and project usage, and I'm gonna get to use it, which is exciting. I don't usually knit so early in the morning, so I'm struggling to work out what I'm meant to be doing. Yes, I think it was good having a very simple project in mind for this live. You can blame Kieran, it's because he went for his run so early, but he has to because it's going to be so hot today. Like, I don't know. I haven't taken holidays off in 5 years, but work has new owners as of tomorrow. So this year, hopefully it'll work out differently. Oh, fingers crossed for you, Hoax. You deserve a holiday. I hope all of that goes well, the new owners. Have you met them? Is that a thing that happens? I don't know. I also, after these holidays, I have no idea when my next holidays will be. We don't have anything planned, and I don't know, starting a new job, so I don't know what the vibes are going to be like, you know? But I'll just be holding out for long weekends for a while, I think. My goodness, all I can hear is my cats doing probably naughty things. It's somewhat distracting. What are you knitting, Belinda? Hopefully nothing too daunting for this time of morning. So last time I made one of these hats, I slip stitched like across this top bit as well, and I'm wondering if I want to not do that this time and sew across the top after I slip stitch down this like long edge, because I feel like sewing it might actually be a bit easier, because it obviously on that edge, like I don't know what you call it, not the raw edge, but whatever, let's call it the raw edge. Like it doesn't have stitches, it's the side of all the stitches. So I always get a little bit more confused when I am crocheting into the sides of stuff. Or I don't know, it doesn't look as neat or something. 4-ply on 3mm. Oh my goodness. It'll be worth it when it's done, I hope. That is, I can't imagine needing to work with such small yarn and hooks. I mean, I know you're needles, not hooks. I am determined to knit this year. Something, anything. Probably beanies because they're small and they're easy. It's a weird in-between time when you still do your old structure but falling into place with the style and ideas. Nice, competent, and keen for the business to do well are not bad things, so that's good. The nice one is the most important. Well, no, nice and competent, and actually all of those things are important. But I feel like if you buy a business, obviously you want it to do well, but sometimes it's like at what cost? So it's good that they're also nice. Because I have definitely been working in businesses that have been taken over where that has been the catalyst for me leaving. And I hope that is not the case for you, because you've been there ages, I think, from memory. Hopefully the neck hole is looking really small. It'll block out, right? It'll block out. We'll tell ourselves it'll block out. Okay. I've sewn up the side bit. I think I am going to... no, maybe I will just crochet it. Yeah, go on. Go on. I will. I'm hoping that I can make a few of these so that I can have them at my next market in March, so that it's not 100% amigurumi stuff that I'm selling, although I really need to start planning, I think. Started there in March 2003. Wow, when you were just a wee thing. That is a very long stint. That's impressive. Surely you've got some long service leave built up there. Just a few years then. Just a couple of years. I mean, it's nice to have found somewhere you've wanted to stay that long, to be fair. Like, that is a hard thing to do, I think. If you find it, keep it. Ah. I think the longest that I've been in a job was maybe 6 years. And it was like one of my first, I had started there when I was in uni, and then it was like I worked there remotely when I was living in Ireland. And then when I got back from Ireland, I moved, basically. It is really lucky finding, honestly, it is very lucky finding a job that suits. My last, like, basically since COVID time of work, so how long's that, like 4 years, 5 years, has been not ideal jobs. Hopefully this next one's good. I have a good feeling about this one, so hopefully that is not misguided. We live in hope. We live in hope. Always. I feel like Kieran's been pretty lucky since he's been here. He's had like 2 jobs that he's stayed in, both of them for a very long time each. How does he get so lucky, you know? He's a lucky boy. Luck of the Irish, as they say, right? Right? All right, done. Oh, I didn't bring scissors in here. Oh well, I don't really need them. This literally just looks like nothing. But I promise it's a little cat beanie. I'm gonna do this inside out, but you fold it up like that, and then when you put it on, these little corner bits stick up like little cat ears. Cute. Done. That is my second one I've ever made, and now I'm gonna make another one in this. It's just, they're so simple to make. It's great. It's a great time. I recommend, actually. This would be a good first project. Just saying. Oh, I can see that there's a knot in this and I haven't brought my scissors out. That's silly. It's almost like I needed a coffee before I started this live so that I remembered everything I would need and brought it in here. Come on. Let's go get some scissors. Here are the cats wreaking havoc. Although now they're like very chill, classic. Hello. I hope there's scissors in this thing I just picked up. Hang on. Yeah. Yeah. I think I am going to have them at the markets, Belinda, just for something a bit different. Although the last market I did, like nothing that wasn't amigurumi sold, but most of my table was amigurumi, so that kind of made sense, and stuff got a bit lost. But I also just applied for another market in May. That's a full weekend. So if I got that one, and I feel like it's a much busier market, so it's like less likely I will, but if I got that one, I feel like I want to have some stuff. I don't know, some different stuff maybe. But yeah, May is like cool, right? March, April, May is autumn. So May is going into winter. So that would make sense. I do need to plan. I need a plan for my market because I don't really remember what I've got stock of. And I just put them all away in our like granny flat. So I need to immediately get them back out, count what I have, figure out what I want to make, and then start making it again. So we'll be into market prep soon. Market prep season will happen. But until then, I am destashing yarn by working on these hats. I should have counted as I went. Ah, silly, silly, silly. I was going so well at my little running program, and in the last like week, I've only gone for one of the 4 runs that I was meant to go for, but I started going back to frisbee training, started again. So I had 1 run and 1 training, which I think counts for something. But my body is like not, like my legs are not handling it. My muscles are so sore. So I've given myself today off. I'm going to start back next week. Hello, good morning. How are you? Rip. Rip to my legs? Yes. 10. All right, all right, all right. It is too hot to run. Sorry, I had to count and I wanted to do it quietly so that if anyone else was counting, I didn't like throw you off. Hello, Arts. How are you? It is so hot. Hi, Ollie. Welcome on in. How are you guys? Good morning, good morning. Or good afternoon, good evening. What are you up to today, Arts? All right, I think that is the right number of stitches. I hope. You're crocheting a dog? So cute. I am crocheting cat beanies. Wait, I got the scissors and then I didn't even finish it off. I just finished. Afternoon for you. Good afternoon, my friend. I just finished a cat beanie, which just doesn't look like, they don't look like much, do they? So you put them on. See? Little cat. It's so hot. I cannot stand that for any longer than those like minimal seconds. They are cute, aren't they? But they just like really, when they're not on your head, they look like nothing. They're like, hello, I am a rectangular thing. But they are cute. It's the second one I've made, and now I'm making a green one. I think this is a nice color. It's like a, I don't know if this video is doing it justice, but trust me, it's a nice color. Believe me, please. What kind of dog are you making? This is very important information. I also love a green moment, so I've made a white one, that grey one, and now this green one. And I'm just trying to like kind of de-stash yarn with it. It's this like half and half yarn I had from Spotlight. It's like half wool, half acrylic. It's comfy. I like it. The colors are nice. There's like a mustard green, a mustard yellow color that I have in my stash. And I want to make I want to make one out of that, but I'm not 100% sure it'll, like, is yellow good on the head? You know what I mean? Liz, are you okay? Oh, a mutt dog. Cute. So it's after like a specific, how do I don't know if hiding it only hides it for me, but sorry if you can still see that person's messages. Oh my gosh, that's so cute art and a really cool idea. I love that. Do people get the plushie when they adopt the dog? That would also be really cute. No, you can't. Okay, good. I was just saying that normally I do these lives at like evening time when no offense to any Americans in chat, but all the Americans are usually asleep. And so I feel like I've had like 3 people come in and like send either random messages or like, I don't know, not the vibe messages. And I'm like, is this what happens when I go live at like a reasonable hour for American people? I'm sorry. Hi, Kayla. I do remember you. Welcome on in. How are you? Welcome back. I'm donating the plushies so they can sell them and raise money for all the animals. That is such a cool idea. I really love this, and I love that you're doing it. Love this for you. Love this for them. That is awesome. How many do you reckon you're gonna make? Mel is my favorite Kiwi, but I'm Australian. Uh-oh. We've got our wires crossed somewhere. Four to 5 dogs and 6 mini loaf cats. Oh my gosh, I just recently made my first like loaf kitten, but I think it was the mini size. I got news for you. You are a Kiwi. I suspect that my country of residence and passports would beg to differ. But you know what? New Zealanders are cool. I can take that. I was wearing a New Zealand jersey the other day when we went for like a hike. Some guy was like, Kia ora. I was like, uh-oh. I was like, yeah, hi. Thankfully, it was just in passing, so I did not need to pretend to be Kiwi any longer. Are you doing the like loaf dogs or like proper dogs? Not that they're not proper dogs, but you know what I mean, like full on having to sew them together dogs. I had my hair in box braids for a week and now I'm taking them out. My hair is so puffy. You'll have like super, does it get really curly or like wavy? I used to do that when I was younger. I put I'd put my hair in plaits when I was going to sleep. And then I'd wake up and I'd be like, I have curly hair. It never lasted long. And I feel like it was a very 90s thing to do. Proper doggos. Mum Stitch Eddie's low sew doggos. Oh, I think I just saw Rhiannon, Kind by Design Creative, made one of those. So I have in my brain what they look like. And they are so cool. It's a good pattern. Amazing. All right, one row down. That knot was so early in this ball of yarn. Like, I had to change there. What the heck? What the heck? Oh my gosh, it's getting so warm already. I am like absolutely not a summer girl. Not my vibe. I don't think I've ever used a Mum Stitch Eddie pattern, but maybe I'll change that this year. I am making a cat beanie. I just made one. When you put it on, these like corners look like ears. So I just made a grey one, and now I'm working on a green one. And I made a white one the other day. They're a very like relaxing thing to make and quite simple. I made my friend's poodle and the hair took me 2 hours from, oh my gosh, surface crocheting with skinny chenille yarn. Yikes. The like loops and threads, or the chenille home slim or something. I have, oh my god, my cats are fighting, and they're fighting on the chair, which means the chair gets a bit scratched, not the vibe. You can have the summer. I will send you all of the degrees you want. I don't want them. The polar vortex is about to hit Americans today or tomorrow. Oh gosh. I feel like there's got to be a happy middle, right? Like, I don't want freezing cold, but cool, definitely. Yeah, I am the same, Belinda. I feel like it's going to be an early aircon day. And you know what sucks? Is that I am starting, because I'm starting my job tomorrow, and I don't really, you know, on your first day of a job, you're like, I don't know what to wear, and it's going to be so hot. It's going to be like 33 Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, sorry. It's going to be like 33 Celsius here. And it's just not going to be comfortable to wear anything for like transiting, you know? What's the commuting? Commuting is the word that I was looking for. It's early. Anyway, I'd much rather not be doing that in 33-degree heat. 91 Fahrenheit. Is that seems hot, right? I know. It's such a like privileged problem to have, you know? I did see that skinny chenille when I was in America. I didn't buy it because I figured we have similar enough things here. But I would not want to be surface crocheting with it. Does it just like come apart trying to surface crochet with it? It is very hot. I'm not sure if I'll get a new uniform or if there'll even be one. You need, oh, having a rebrand. Nice excuse to get some nice new uniform. Love that. I wish I worked, do I wish I worked in a place with a uniform? In some ways, yes, because it's like one less thing to think of in the morning. You know? Ugh. I feel like I have a random like skinny velvet yarn in my stash that is the same thickness as that like skinny yarn from Michael's, and it's not that fun to work with. I feel your pain. What's everyone up to today? I feel like maybe I might see if we can go to a body of water somewhere, either a beach or something similar, because I am still rehabbing my arm and I need to like go and test it in water, but I don't want to like go to a pool where there's heaps of kids when all I can do is like this to see if I can move it with pressure against it, you know? Crocheting, crocheting, and more crocheting. I love that for you. That sounds like a great day. Wasn't super keen on the early designs of the uniform, but then they went black polo shirts. Yeah. Can't go wrong with a black polo and like an embroidered logo, you know? Clean, simple, perfect. Might go into work to help the old owners clear out the remainder of their stuff. Oh my gosh. So is there like a little bit of closure time when you're off, Hoax, if they need to like redo things there? Otherwise, I'll visit my parents and start another puzzle. Oh, I didn't do a single puzzle this holiday break, and I wanted to. Our friends gave us one of like, one of our friends gave us a puzzle of like, it's like a photo from our wedding that she turned into a puzzle, and we were going to do it on our anniversary. And then we didn't because we were playing Frisbee. And I was like, we should do it this holiday break because I don't know, when else are we going to do it? But we haven't done it. Avoid the beaches, they're packed. There was a massive queue for the ferries at the quay yesterday. I was thinking of just going down to like a place a bit closer to us rather than the beaches. But we'll see. I might end up just going to the pool and seeing how it goes. We'll see. I might not end up doing that at all because I will lose all motivation to do anything except sit in the house because it'll be way too hot. I'll be playing Pokemon Go Community Day this afternoon. That is fun. What is a community day? Like people meet up to play it? Or is it an online thing? Shop is closed Monday, Tuesday, but I'll be there with the new regime, setting up the new display styles and placement. Do you do the signage? Have I, or is this someone else? I can't remember if it was like you or just like some random TikTok I watched of people drawing the signage for fruit and veg shops, and they were so cool. So cool. I'm going to do some sewing later, maybe a new top. Is sewing more like instant gratification? Because knitting, I feel like, takes a really long time. Crocheting, not so much time, but sewing, is it actually quicker or is it not actually quicker because you have to do all the like measuring and cutting and testing and whatever? So one Pokemon is featured and it spawns everywhere. Ooh, fun. Pokemon Go has been out for a while now, hey. I feel like it came out nearly 10 years ago? Is it nearly 10 years ago? I spy a cat in the background. He's now here. And he's here because there is a ginger cat just outside the window here. He just dug a hole and is pooping. Just in case you were wondering. And Bango wants to watch. So it's all happening. It's all happening over here. You can do a new pair of pants or a dress in a day. Yeah, good instant gratification. And I guess if it's a pattern you've made before, then I feel like sewing stuff has a very steep learning curve. It requires so much patience, which I do not have. I am the same. I would love to be better at sewing, but I also feel like I can't cut in straight lines, and that really hinders my ability to sew things that look good. 2016 it came out. I was going to guess 2016 because that is when I was living in Ireland, and I thought it came out when I was there. Bango is such a little creeper watching this ginger cat. It's very cute though. It stopped pooping, so now it's cute. If I did sell these at markets, I have no concept of how much I would need to sell them for to make them like worth the time they take. But I'm enjoying making them. I don't really see many of these get sold. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just worth it to have them there as something different. I feel like stock for markets is always the hardest thing. Like, never know how much to take. After my last market, the fidget mushrooms went so well, and that I was like, oh, I should make a whole bunch of them for my next market. And now I'm like, what if they just don't sell at all at this market? Like, I feel like every market something different goes well. But we'll see. I'm glad I have a few months to like prepare for it, because I am anticipating that the next week I'm going to be so drained from having to like socialize with new people at work and like be switched on all the time, because I want people to like me. Sewing has so many tools necessary to use for different projects. I tried to start a quilt and used the wrong triangle when cutting. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. What the heck is that? Now Patty is like getting really playful, but she is usually very lazy. So I don't mind it. Good morning, Kayla. How are you? How's being back home? Much less winging it in sewing, I can imagine. Sewing is like baking. gotta measure and cut right. Oh my goodness. I feel like, honestly, I know I'm talking about my cats a lot, but I genuinely think they are so chill when we're just like sitting at home doing nothing. And then as soon as I'm like filming a YouTube video or on a YouTube live, they both decide that is the time they're gonna like run around and like scratch things and, I don't know, wreak havoc. So rude of them. Hello, April. Welcome on in. I'm so happy to be home. So happy when summer is over. I'm going to be so happy when summer is over. It's too freaking hot. Too hot. Not a summer person. I like being cozy. To be fair, normally I wouldn't mind summer because I would be able to like swim more, but because I've like stuffed up my shoulder and my tricep, I can't even swim. And so there's like zero upside to summer for me right now, other than this 2-week break. I'll take that. Yeah, they do. But then I try and give them attention and they're like, nah, I'm good. They're cheeky. They're cheeky. You can just like see their little tails moving around. Very much an autumn girly. Same. Also, my birthday is in autumn, so it's obviously the best season. Obviously. I am making little kitty hats. I made this one already, and I love you, but I'm not putting it on again because it's really freaking hot. And I'm making a green one now. The green really does not look nice on this video. It just looks more of like a murky green on the video, but it's a nice green, I promise. It's kind of like a mossy green. They are cute. It is. I only started making them. I've wanted to make them for ages, and I only started making them this holiday break. And now I'm on to my third. They're very easy to make. They still take time, but they're like a nice, repetitive, easy to make on a stream. I don't really have to count, you know. What have you been working on? How's your market bag going? No, it's just like yarn I had in my stash. It's this like half and half from Spotlight. I've had it in my stash for so long, and that's basically why I'm making them. I was like, what can I make with these schemes that I have just like sitting and have been sitting in my stash for like 2 years, I think. So this is the year that I try and get rid of the things that have been sat there for like forever. That's my plan. I do want to make some more market bags with Bango's blend though, because that's also a really fun pattern. And I got those like little leather tag things to add to like wearables or bags and stuff. So now I need to make more bags to put them on. It's good. I finished it yesterday and was so happy for it to be done. I need some Amy time. I feel like, yes, I always end up going back to that. I'm like, I need something where I can get a much quicker dopamine hit from finishing. And for me, that is amigurumi. Yes, yes. I don't think I would like try and put them on Amis or anything. Maybe if you got the ones you could sew on and were small, you could like put them on the bottom of them. I've seen other people do that, but these are just like similar to the ones that Kelsey has, I guess, but they're from an Australian maker, which is nice to support. Nice to support. But I did buy rivets off them when I bought the when I bought the tags, I bought them with rivets. And to be honest, the ones that they came with weren't great for crochet, because I guess they're maybe for like a thinner material, I guess. Like they weren't very long, and then when I tried to like use a little thing of pliers to push them together, which they say you can do, they just like broke or like bent, and I was like, okay, that's not gonna work. So I had to buy different ones, which were like a little bit thicker as well. So now I have to like push the tag over it because the hole isn't quite big enough, but it all works. I figured it out. It works. It's good. The yarn was so annoying to work with low-key. I'm not great with worsted weight, but it kept slipping, so I had to keep frogging because I have little lips everywhere. Oh no. Which yarn was that? It was very pretty. And was that bag for yourself or someone else? It looked too colourful to be for you. Yes, that is who I got them off. They're good, they're cute tags, but don't buy the rivets. Get the rivets separately. I'll send you a link. If you want to try his rivets, I'll send you mine. Oh yeah. Moda Vera, I feel like often has pretty yarns, but they do always look like they'll split. Ooh. Yes. Remind me, and I'll send you the link of the different rivets that I bought. The ones I got are like screw-ons instead of having to try and like push them together and then they're not clicking and then having to use a tool and then the tool breaking the rivet. Because that is what happened to me. When? When's your next market, Kayla? Do you have one booked? I gotta, maybe next weekend I will plan my market. I also need to film a video for next week, which I haven't done. I don't know what to do. I could do my Q&A, but I feel like I just did a goals one, so I feel like I should put some actual like crochet in between. I got some Lily Sugar and Cream, so I think when I make market bags with that, I'll keep one. Yes. Good neutrals. We love it. Where did you get it from? I have a contact with the wholesaler of it in Australia because of my shop. And I was like looking at that the other day being like, maybe I can just order some for myself because like I don't have a cotton, like a pure cotton. So Lily Sugar and Cream's pretty good. But then they were sold out of so many colors. I was like, oh, what's the point? Hi, Xerox. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day or night. I'm wondering if on this one I should test sewing it up to see if that's better than the slip stitch. We shall see. I haven't booked one yet. I was almost doing CanCon, but I had 3 weeks to prep. Oh my gosh. 3 weeks to prep for a 3-day market. Girl, you crazy. From American Yarns. Yeah, okay. Okay. I've made some market bags with Lily Sugar and Cream and sold some to a work colleague. Love that. Love that. Are you in Australia as well, Amanda? If you're comfortable sharing that. I'm like, where do people get their Lily Sugar and Cream? I have seen it on American Yarns. I just, obviously, if I can buy it through the wholesaler, I get wholesaler prices. So it's like, I just need them to be in stock again of colors. Brisbane, oh yeah. Even hotter up there, I imagine, than all of us complaining down here in Sydney. Oh, you got cones from Amazon. Okay, cool. Yes. Why can't we have better access to it here, honestly? Even the supplier of it in Australia is like not that good. They're either out of stock, they don't have all the colors, they don't have the cones. I feel like someone else must supply the cones somehow. I don't really know how it all works, their distribution. I would simply melt, yes, same. I think I will be, there's a possibility I'll be in Brisbane for the Brisbane Marathon, which I will not be partaking in, but Kieran might be. Amazon sometimes has sales depending on the colors or they're crazy marked up. Yes, I feel like, especially in Australia, even on Amazon, they're like not that good a price. Like when I was in America, I was like, oh my goodness, the access to yarn here and the pricing of it compared to at home. Like I came home with a bunch of yarn and Kieran was like, and I was like, hear me out. This ball of yarn that I got, one ball of yarn is like half the price of the same ball of yarn in Australia. And in Australia, I can only buy it in a 2-pack. So I'd be needing to spend 4 times as much money to get the ball of yarn. Make it make sense. We don't have enough population for the yarn. It's about to get worse. Oh my gosh. I know. It was already bad when we were there, honestly. I think the amount of money I ended up having to spend on food over there because of the conversion rate was wild. And like on the finals day, which we obviously weren't playing in because, you know, there was only one food truck at the place, which is the only place you could get food at the sport complex. And it was like $30 for a tray of nachos. Like, I was like, oh my God, I've never paid this much money in my life to have nachos. It was wild. I got most of the combs for about $20. That is good. Practically, exactly. That's what I try to say, Ollie. Yarn math. Hi, I have a market in 3 days, but I have no idea to crochet. As in, what did you apply to the market with? Can you make more of those things? I'm hoping this is, you don't have any idea what to crochet, not how to crochet, because not knowing how to crochet would be a wild story to have applied for a market with. I was in the UK when it was 33p to the dollar. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's bad. That's bad. I feel like even now it's like 50 and that's still bad. Next time I go to America, I need to make sure I have a lot more bag space. Even just seeing, like, I don't know, so many of these places that sell online, I'm like, why can't you ship to Australia? Please. That would be so good. I'd happily pay the US price with conversion rate and shipping. It would probably still be cheaper than buying it here. Sad. That's okay. We have good Australian yarns coming out. It's all fine. It's just hard to find good cotton. Good pure cotton. Extra suitcase for yarn. Exactly. Extra suitcase for yarn and extra time before my trip to think about what I want so that I have plans of what to buy. That is the go next. Although I can't imagine I'll be going to America anytime soon. Hi JCP, welcome on in. How are you? Hi Hazel. Bendigo will have lovely cottons. I need to check out their stuff, honestly. I feel like I hear that a lot and I just need to order from them and give it a go. Because it's also like relatively well priced, right? You're great. It's great that you're great. I am very warm. I should at some point count how many rows of this I do so that I can make like two-toned ones. Just put Miss 12 on the bus to a 12-day camp in Queensland. Oh my gosh, that's a long camp. Oh, I guess it's still holidays, right? Holiday camp. That makes sense. I was thinking like a school camp. I was like, that's a long time for a school camp. But school is not back yet. $15 for a 200-gram ball. That's pretty good. Also, 200-gram balls is good. I made Kieran a hat holder for Christmas, and now I want to make myself one. So, but I ran out of the yarn because I had only bought 2 balls of that Lily Sugar and Cream yarn that I made his with. And I used like 1.5 of, like, I definitely don't have enough to make myself one, basically. Scout. Oh, the Scout Jamboree you were fundraising for. That's so good. That's awesome. How exciting that it's here. Is there a Scout Jamboree every year, Jade? Or Every 4 years. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's exciting. It's like the Olympics for Scouts. Which I'm sure is how they market it, obviously. Hi, Lainey. Welcome in. How are you? They have a back room, but you have to physically be there. I'm not sure where you are in Oz. I am in Sydney. What the heck did I just do? I don't know what just happened to that stitch. Let's try that again. I'm in the Wild West of Melbourne. I feel like, yeah. I presume they're in Bendigo, right? Which I am not near. My mum says Scout jamborees are like having babies. When the next one comes around, you've forgotten how awful the last one was. Wow. Awful as a kid or like as an adult having to look after them? Man, I was in Bendigo a couple of years ago for Frisbee. If only I had known. Miss 12 is going snorkeling on the Great Barrier Reef. That is sick. Yeah, as an adult taking care of them. I imagine it's like awesome for kids and then like very draining for the adults. Unless you're a specific kind of person, I guess. I'm sure there are adults who love it. That backroom thing reminds me of the Wonderflex in Melbourne. It's like there's a yarn shop and it has this back room that's only open on the weekends. As in the back room is only open on the weekends, but it's got all of their like kind of discount stock and there's so much of it. It was so good. It's where I got all of the yarn for my Luna cardigan when I made that, which I bought too much and I still have some in my stash, so I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with that this year as well. It's super wash wool, so maybe I can also do beanies. Maybe I can try knit beanies with it. Maybe. Hubby's been to the last 7 jamborees as a leader. He loves it. Yeah, I feel like definitely there's like I imagine my brother would be the type who would love that kind of thing because he just loves getting into all that stuff. But I think for me, I would get really tired. I would be drained at the end of it. Hi, Holly. Welcome on in. How are you? How is everyone? How are we all doing? Knitting is always fun. I want to try. I want to attempt continental knitting this year. I haven't knit in a while. I think I knit one thing last year. I knit a beanie last year. That is it. And I'm hoping that it's been long enough that I can like try knitting a different way. Because I feel like maybe continental would be better for my hands. I don't know. I don't know. How does everyone else knit? Wangaratta Woolen Mills is also a great place to visit. Ah, I have never heard of Wangaratta Woolen Mills. Continental knitting is when you hold it like this, like your yarn is in your non-working hand, so that when you put your needle through, you're just picking it up, similar to how you do with crochet. Whereas I forget what the other one is called, if it's like European, no, I don't think it's European knitting, but anyway, it's the one where you like throw the yarn over with your working hand, if that makes sense. I went there, awesome shop. I bought an extra suitcase and vacuum bags when I was in the US last year. I don't blame you, Hazel. I did take vacuum bags. I didn't have an extra suitcase because I was with a full team of Frisbee players and I already had like the biggest bag of all of us. And I was like, I don't want to, I'm embarrassed that I have such a large bag. English standard, yes, that also makes sense. English first yeah, that makes sense, right? Because like English first continental Europe, I think that makes sense. Smart, Ollie, smart. All right. Ooh. Anyway, yes, I want to try that knitting this year. It's on my goals. My crochet goals are to knit. But I don't. So Bron suggested dishcloths. I think beanies is also something I could try it with. But if there are other... Oh my gosh, that's funny. Our maps are the opposite way though in Australia. England is shown on the left. I think. Yeah. Yeah. I'm probably reaching, but I'll die on this hill. It might be a reach. It might be a reach. But that's okay. You can have your fun. Who are we to deprive you of that? You know? I forget what I was saying before that. Meh. Can't have been interesting nor important. I really want to know when my 12mm safety eyes are coming in because I really want to, I just have this little cat sitting here now and I want to finish him, but I need his eyes. I have very weird hills I'll fight for. That's all right. We've all got our stuff. It is what it is. I have no idea when they're meant to get here. If they don't have very good tracking. Also I haven't looked at the tracking. Also, I never trust tracking. It's like when people ask when more yarn is coming in for our shop, and I'm like, it's meant to get here on this date, but who knows? Could be any time. I really want to know when my bee safety eyes have gone. I had them before Christmas, but now they're gone. Oh no. That is, you need a scour for them. They have to be somewhere. I do think they're meant to come soon though. I think when I originally ordered them, the eyes, they were meant to come maybe sometime from January 7 to 10, potentially. So they should be here this week. Hopefully next weekend I can get the pattern tester call out for it. That would be good. First pattern of the year, I hope. All right, oh, my coffee has gone cold. Sad. Been doing too much yapping. Too much yapping, not enough sipping. I need to figure out what I'm going to wear to work tomorrow. I don't want to. I don't want to. My house looks like a cyclone's been through it, so they'll turn up. I'm trying to stash bust a heap of blanket and chenille yarn because I'm in love with Patty's plush. Yay! Patty's plush it's beautiful. I should be getting, it's meant to arrive on January 10 to my here. Hopefully it does, and then I'll be able to get it up like within a week of that. Bye, Hoax. Nice to see you. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad work seems fine. Happy New Year. We'll see you soon. Thanks for hanging out. I don't get paid until the 8th. I don't know when I'm getting my next paycheck, which is like quite scary. Because I finished my old job and I don't know when I'll get my first paycheck from my new job. So just gonna crochet and pretend that that is not a worry. But it'll definitely be after January 8th. So yeah, I start a new job on Monday, but I'm just not sure when they're like, what their pay cycles are like. So I have no idea when I'll get my first pay from them, you know? But I start tomorrow. So I gotta figure out, I gotta look in my closet and see what I can wear. The first day is always the worst, right? Because you like don't know what other people are wearing. Whereas once you've been there, you're like, okay, I know what the vibe is, so you can figure it out. Started a new school this year. That's exciting. Hadn't you been at your other one for quite a while? Or am I mixing that up? Thanks, Ollie. And also, thank you on behalf of Jade, depending on who you're talking to. 600 kilometers and 10 hours of driving saved a week. Oh my goodness. That is a great win, Jade. Great win. Three and a half years, pretty good stint. Do you have to keep your like long service leave timings when you move with like between schools? Because it's still within the same system, right? Congrats to both. Very self-centered of me to assume that you were talking to me, but I'll take it. All right, I'm gonna finish this row and then we're going to finish the stream for the morning. So we've got a few more minutes. Because it's department to department, it all moves with me, including 55 days worth of personal leave. So good. That is good. Hello, Jenny. How are you? Good morning. Hope you're having a nice morning so far. It's really, I feel like I can feel how much the day has warmed up just in the last like hour of sitting here. What are you up to today, Jenny? I'm support staff, not teaching. 16 years at your last school. Oh my gosh. So good to find places that you want to stay for that long. I am envious of it. I am crocheting. I'm crocheting a beanie, which seems ridiculous in like 30-degree heat, but here we are. 42 degrees there today. Oh, Jade, that's even worse than here. It's meant to be 33 tomorrow, and I'm dreading that. I think it's like 31 today, maybe. I've always wanted to learn how. YouTube is your best friend. You can learn anything on YouTube. First time I could actually catch a live shocker. I'm crocheting a turtle. Yes, good. I love a bit of turtle crochet moment. I know I normally do night times, but we're here in the morning because Kieran's off on a run and I decided not to do my run this morning. So I was like, it's been a while since I popped onto a live. It was before Christmas. So you're about to start your 24th year at your school. Oh my gosh, you guys. Maybe schools are the place to be if you want to. Going to the outdoor pool as of 2 p.m. when the UV drops. That is smart. Smart to check the UV. Yeah, maybe I'll like go to the gym a bit later so that it's in aircon and it's attached to a pool. So then I can like jump in the pool and test my arm after the gym. Maybe that's what I should do. Rather than haul Kieran to a probably very crowded spot so that I can have like 5 minutes in the water testing my arm. But he has started reading this year. He started reading a book. So he could actually read on the beach. I realize when I say that, sounds like I'm talking about a child and not my husband, but he's just not a reader. He's never been a reader. And every year he tries. Every year he's like, I'm going to read, but he always like overdoes it. He's like, I'm going to read a book a month. I'm like, maybe just start with like a lower goal for yourself. So this year the goal was to read a book. And he's doing it. I think he's like 5 chapters into one, which is pretty good. "24 years is very impressive. Inspo. Workplace inspo. All right. I think I maybe accidentally started the second row after I said that I would just do one more row. This always happens. Just one more row. Just one more row. But he's already ahead on you. Oh no, your book club's already falling apart, Kayla. he's been trying to read like a chapter each night before he goes to sleep. So he's doing all right. He's just reading a very like chill, easy book. I think that's the thing. It's finding the right book that actually makes you want to read. He was trying to read, I think the Ned Brockman book sat on his nightstand like for I want to say 80% of last year, and he read like maybe 2 chapters of it. It just wasn't, I don't know, wasn't his vibe. Even though he's a runner and he's like was interested. I don't know. I think it's just you got to get the right book at the right time, especially when you're still like getting into the habit of reading and when you're not sure what you like yet. He's carrying the team of us non-reading folk. My excuse is that I'm waiting for my books. That's a good excuse. What books? What books? What are we reading? Are we, if we're sharing that? I could see you being like a Stephen King girly, Kayla. But I don't know that Stephen King does like any short-ish books. I feel like all the ones I can think of are like pretty thick, which I guess is not ideal. When I made Hugo the baby whale, I did use blanket yarn, yes. Oh yes, you did tell me that, the girl with the dragon tattoo. I remember now. I reckon you would once you get in the groove of reading, I reckon you'll enjoy Stephen King. I remember reading The Green Mile, and I think it's the first time I ever remember reading a book while I was walking. Like I'd be walking to the bus stop to go to school, and I was like reading it while I walked because I was like addicted. JCP, I just used the like blanket yarn from Millens at Spotlight, but I did use blanket yarn, and he was like a nice size. I want to make another one. You're currently listening to Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I haven't read any Brandon Sanderson books, but I know that he's popular. Yes, I have also been listening to audiobooks recently. I am trying to get back into them more. The first book I read this year was an audiobook. But I'm like the opposite. I was reading like contemporary romance and contemporary like I don't know. I don't really read that much genre fiction unless people have recommended it specifically. Then I read it. But otherwise I just go for like contemporary type books. I don't know. Like contemporary family drama, contemporary romance, contemporary everything. Yeah, I think that's why I haven't read any of his stuff, because the world building confuses me, and it's why I don't read a lot of fantasy, or any like fantasy or sci-fi or whatever that I read has to be like very much set in the real world with like elements of other things. Like The Rook, I don't know if you've ever read The Rook, but that is like my perfect level of like fantasy sci-fi, and a really, really good book if you have not read it. I love mine till the last change in leadership. I gave it 4 years, but it was only getting worse. Oh, yeah. That is always hard when it's something like pretty completely out of your control, Hazel. Hi, Chris. Hello from Australia. I have not, but I'll add it to the list. Yes, honestly, it's really good. It's really good. I think the third one was meant to be coming out or did come out. I've lost my copy of the Rook. I still have Stiletto, which is the second one, but I think I lent the Rook to someone and I never got it back. So I need to keep an eye out to get another copy of it. But very good. I normally read true crime, so I've expanded my horizons to fiction crime. I like it. Hi, Abbas. Australia big spider. No spiders in our house. There are spiders in this country, yes, but author is Daniel O'Malley. I'm looking at Stiletto on my bookshelf. Somewhere there. But yes, recommend. Also, if you read it, let me know what you think. All right, I have done this much, and finished off this one in the last hour and 21 minutes. What's a French superstition? Spiders? I'm going to sign off. Love you and leave you, as they say. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for talking about books. Oh my gosh. What fun. Crochet and reading is like my favorite two hobbies combined. So what a lovely way to finish. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a lovely day or night wherever you are, and hopefully I'll have another YouTube video for you next week. If I can think of what to film today. Let's see how we go. All right. Bye, bye, bye. Have a good day. No cliches. That's fine. Yes. It's a cliche for a reason, Chris. There definitely are spiders around. Thank you guys. Bye. Bye, Kayla. Thanks for the coffee date. We'll have a real one this year. It's going to happen. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.